Why do wrestling rivalries end too fast? Imagine tuning into a wrestling show excited for a fierce rivalry only to find it wrapped up in a few weeks. It can be pretty frustrating, right? So, why do some wrestling rivalries end so quickly? Well, a lot of it comes down to how wrestling stories are built and the business side of things. First, wrestling companies like World Wrestling Entertainment want to keep their shows fresh and exciting. If a rivalry drags on too long, it can become boring or predictable. Fans might lose interest if they see the same storyline over and over. To keep things lively, the creative teams often decide to wrap up rivalries quickly and move on to new matchups and characters. This way, they can introduce fresh storylines and keep viewers hooked. Second, character development plays a big role. Wrestlers are portrayed as heroes or villains, and their personas need to evolve. Sometimes a rivalry ends fast, so the wrestlers can switch roles or develop new story arcs. If a feud lasts too long, the characters can become overexposed or stale. Ending a rivalry early helps keep their personas interesting and allows for new storylines to develop. Third, there are practical business reasons. Wrestling shows happen weekly, and there are many pay-per-view events throughout the year. This schedule means there is always a need for new content. Rivalries are often designed to be short but impactful, so they can fit into the busy calendar. This keeps the audience engaged with constant new stories and matches. In addition, injuries, contract issues, or changes in creative plans can cut rivalries short. Sometimes a wrestler gets injured, or a contract dispute arises, forcing the company to end a feud sooner than planned. Because wrestling is scripted, storylines can be changed quickly, which might mean ending a rivalry even if fans are still interested. From a storytelling point of view, building a rivalry involves creating tension through promos, confrontations, and matches. But if the build-up or payoff doesn't hit the mark, WWE might decide to end it early to avoid losing audience interest. So, in the end, rivalries often end too fast because of the need to keep the storytelling exciting, help characters grow, and meet business demands. It's a balancing act between creating compelling stories and managing the realities of the wrestling industry.